I see her still, Silbury Hill, there she is, with the Winterbourne behind us. Welcome back to Going to Ground, friends. Me and Effie are on what's proving to be a very enjoyable walk slash run around Silbury Hill and the Avebury World Heritage Site. Familiar grounds for regular viewers. It's good to see you. Happy Easter, which we can still say 10 days after the event, because of course there's 6 glorious weeks of Easter. This is one of the major bonuses of church involvement, is that you realise these Mayfly festivals that in the commercial world are over before they've begun, because you have to clear the shelves and get on to the next thing, actually last for ages, even longer than Christmas, and to still greet one another with the wonderful response as Christians have done in times of oppression, times of plenty, times of need. Hallelujah, Christ is risen. He is risen indeed, hallelujah. Throughout this season is a genuine joy. It's my favourite time of the year, and look at Silbury Hill behind us there. I haven't been down here for a couple of months, and the waters are still swelling, as it's been the most soggy late winter and early spring imaginable. And the Kennet, which this Winterbourne flows into, we're close to the source of the River Kennet, which itself flows into the Thames eventually, is well, it's waterlogged, and so much of our country is waterlogged at the moment. I've been getting very interested in the health of our rivers, as I've probably mentioned before, as many people are around the country. It's an index of the health of our society. I think it's an indicator, and when our rivers are sick, then we have to ask if we are not also ailing. Just getting through this gate here. As a society, we can live so close to nature and so far from it at the same time, that we can be so utterly dependent on water and so ignorant of water at the same time. And I count myself among the ignorant. I recognise how aloof I have been from the nature on which I depend and of which I'm a part. So the health of our rivers is just so important for our physical, environmental, soulful life. And here's to a network of water supply that is, I want to say, doesn't take out of it more than we put in, but what we put into it is so awful in terms of effluence. There's got to be some sort of reciprocal, kind of symbiotic understanding of our dependence on water. Globally, that's certainly true as well. Anyway, I'll stop preaching. Oh, look at that, look at the hill behind me. And you can see the moat that's spread around Silbury Hill during these months. Well, what's been going on? A few musical events amidst church celebrations for Easter, and really enjoyed the concert in Marlborough supporting Nick Harper. I've got another one coming up on Saturday at Childry in Oxfordshire. Those of you who are around the southwest or the Midlands, a church gig, readings, stories, poems, all of the usual shenanigans. And sorry, we've been dashing about. This isn't just the exhaustion of walking, but we've been playing a sort of relay race, Effie and me, who of course is named after a river, Ephra, one of the lost rivers of London, and we call her Effie for short, where I've been throwing the ball, as dog owners are wont to do, and then leaving behind once she brought the ball back, leaving her behind to gobble up the snacks that I strew on the grass, running ahead. So she chases after me for the next throwing. It's just an agreeable mutual workout. Well, yesterday was the commemoration of my great theological hero, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, and the great proponent of religionless Christianity, as he's sometimes called, although he was far more than that. And a friend of mine cheered me up by sending me a photo of Bonhoeffer, probably in the early 1930s, with an acoustic guitar, which is unusual for the times, and but a delight, as you can imagine, to see the great man so occupied. We'd be wondering what he was playing. Bonhoeffer, of course, led or partook in opposition to the rise of the Third Reich in the Confessing Church. Was executed for his opposition to Hitler right towards the end of the war, tragically. Young man, only in his mid-30s when he died. And for me, the great luminous thinker alongside Karl Barth, but actually for me, despite Barth's many volumes, Bonhoeffer's few works for me, and in fact a few pages of his great book Ethics, final book, compiling notes in prison, is really the book I go back to most often, and is the most annotated and underlined of all my theological books. And he was someone who wanted the church to recognise the presence of God in the midst of the world, not as a world in itself, you know, that the church wasn't to be building its own kingdom, distinct to the world, but is enmeshed in the world. This is why he is often associated with the idea of religionless faith and the honest to God controversy of the 1960s. But there's so much of that I love, and so I pray today that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you will know God's presence in and amongst and around you, within you. And happy Easter once again. Look forward to speaking to you soon. God bless you as you go to ground.